Why is planking so hard? Why is planking one of the hardest exercises that you can do on your body? Why does a 15-second plank feel like about 5 minutes? Let's find out. I'm doing a plank right now. I'm only doing it for 30 seconds. In my perspective, it feels like about a minute. It's been 18 seconds. I don't know about as a viewer, but I feel like it'd be a lot shorter. That's because a plank actually works out your core, your arms, your legs, your back, and you need a lot of muscle to do it. 30 seconds. Let's discuss this in a better position.
Laying in a plank position on your forearms can actually be really hard on your body. You have a lot of muscle fibers and neurons in your arms that send messages to your brain about how much force to release and how to keep yourself in that position. So there's a lot of fatigue that can come into play when you're standing like this, or laying, I guess, for a minute or 2 minutes at a time. A lot of times you break down and your body starts to shake and you have a mini tiny tremor in your arm. And it's nothing to worry about, of course, but you gotta make sure you stay hydrated. Ultimately, the muscle fibers in your arms have the ability to turn on and off or change the amount of force that it's producing during a plank. It mostly depends on fatigue levels or the level of muscle fibers of the nervous system. But it also depends on the nervous system and whether or not it tells your body that it needs more muscle fibers working in that position or not. If you aren't able to physically give that amount of muscle, but you need it to stay up, then you're gonna fall. Let's give an example. Let's say I'm trying to carry a big heavy object up a hill. It'd be really tough for me to do it by myself, but essentially when I have friends come and help me, those are acting as the nerves in my arms, sending messages to my brain, telling me to put more work in. They come and help me, and it makes it a little easier because they add more muscle fibers, or my friends essentially add more force to help me carry this big thing up a hill. Now let's say I had 5 friends initially, and then 2 of them leave and it goes down to 3 friends. It'd be tougher on me. If my body begins to break down and I just don't have enough muscle to push it up the hill, it's essentially going to roll me over. Or in this case of doing a plank, you're going to fall down. A plank is performed by an isometric contraction of your core. Essentially what that is using a certain muscle group and contracting it. In this case, it is your core, but you're also using a lot of muscles at the same time. So your brain has to work overtime essentially to tell all of your body to keep going, keep pushing, and adding that extra force to keep yourself up. Now, although your brain can multitask, this is a lot for it to do. So it's constantly sending those messages to the rest of your body, telling those muscle fibers to essentially work overtime as you hold yourself up longer and longer. Now, the record for the world's longest plank was set by a former 62-year-old US Marine who set it at a record of 8 hours, 15 minutes, and 15 seconds. Now, this isn't really common for a lot of people to do, and if you can hold it for a minute and a half, you're exactly in average. So don't worry about it if you can't hold it longer than that, or if you can't hold it up to that point. So essentially, the reason why a 30-second plank feels so long is because you're engaging so many different muscle groups inside of your body all at one single time. Your brain is also sending messages all over to your body, telling those muscle fibers to keep working overtime as you continue to hold that plank. And because it's really tough, it really is overall. The average person can hold it for roughly a minute and a half. Even 30 seconds is good though. It's a great way to burn calories, it's a great way to build your core, and it helps maintain a healthy lifestyle. So essentially that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, drop a like, drop a subscription, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.